back to Screen Fiend. Welcome back to Screen Fiend. And welcome back to the classic movie reviews as we get ready to review Smile. Part 2. Not part 1, but part 2. I'm going to get this just right. Now, let's talk about this in totality. Now, what's up, Intelligent Psycho? I see you. Scream 2 is the Scream 2. Smile 2 is the second installment of the horror franchise Smile, where the first film was very shocking with the camera angles and the jump scares. And it has become a new wave when it comes to doing entertainment and film. And because of that, I believe the system should be thanked for the direction it chose to put in there. Now, because of the direction it took as far as the growth, as the levels kept building up, you started to see a lot of tension play out in this film right away, and a lot of sameness that was in the first one. The very first shot in the first movie was very surprising, catches your attention right away. Same thing happened in the sequel. First shot grabs your attention right away. And this story follows a popular R&B singer or pop singer who's had some tragedy in her life, and now she's become infested with this same demonic spirit that we don't really know about. This like demon that preys on something like a parasite, and you can't really grasp what's reality and what is fiction. But from what we've seen from the two films, it latches on to people that has some type of personal tragedy. It seems to feed off of it. It needs it to survive and maintain. So you don't really know what's really happening to the rest of the world and how people could stop what this thing is actually doing. But someone who figured it out and traced it all the way back to its existence was one of the ones who was smart enough to figure it out and know how to try to rid it, because it had took away his brother, and he came up with an idea which sounded smart, kind of like how the lady did it in the first film. In this one, they have a concept also on how to stop this anomaly from happening. Now, as this situation develops, you've seen great camera angles, great direction, great shots, great illustrations in the film. Where I think it lacked is it got kind of stale for a while. It's a lot of dialogue in between scenes, and in some of the scenes they were kind of predictable in how they were going to play out. And you kind of, because you remember the first film, you kind of had a sameness. It wasn't like something new happening. Where the beginning it started off pretty fresh. It hit a stale point for a little bit, and then you're kind of like not really captivated into what was happening at that moment in time. Then from there, gravity takes over, and then the gravity of the film starts to push into another direction. Now, you might be saying, well, what is that other direction that it was pushing towards? Well, that other direction is basically the unemployment direction. um, Her career would seem to be spiraling, No one's believing her because she's had such a bad past. So she's not really having a lot of confidence in herself as a person, as an artist, and she's just felt like she was such a bad person um, in her life that whatever this thing is that's going on, like it brought her to him. So it was like almost like a deceptional weave to get her there, but it was like her choices led her to that situation. So it is what it is. Now, the way I see it is probably the way a lot of other people would see it is that there are a lot of different directions this film could have went to end the final act. And the final act, I kind of predicted where it was going to go and how it was going to end. And the way they did it now, it's going to be quite difficult to do the trilogy. Because I'm like, how are you going to fix this? So now, when the trilogy hits, it's really going to be massive. The third installment. And I think this one, when it might turn into a cartoonish type of thing, because it seems like they're going for the dollar, the quick money, and this is the way to get to it. So it's very intriguing. It's very entertaining to a point, and you're kind of like waiting for things to develop. Is this a lot of slow suspense, thriller? The best scene to me was the dancers scene that you see in the trailer when they're all on the mirrors. That scene was terrifying. That whole scene there was terrifying. So just to see that scene happen, just to see that scene happen was pretty epic in my opinion. And the probably the best scene of the movie. Now the trailer don't show you there's some gore in this. Not a lot, but some. Enough to jolt the audience. There's a few jump scares that some that have kept you. Like this lady next to me, she missed a lot of them because she was on her phone. Like, "Ah, oh, she's missing everything. So you're gonna miss a lot of the scares if you're not paying attention. So, oh, it's very interesting. But you got to make the decision on what's the deciding factor. I know what's the element of surprise. That's the. I think people are still trying to figure that out. I give it 3 stars out of 4. I'll probably will watch it again with a girl. Probably when's her off day? I don't know. I gotta find out her off day. Maybe next Monday or Tuesday. No, Monday night football back. So nah, it ain't gonna be Monday. But yeah, we'll go see it again. I'll take her to see it. This is something right up her alley. She's gonna want to watch. And she put up with a lot from me, so that's just that. But I never asked her to put up with anything with me. That's just how I roll. So thank you guys. Don't forget to be a member. Sign up for the memberships. Appreciate you as much as I can. It's only 24 hours in a day. It's only so much I could do. But I like doing movie reviews. But I don't want to tell too much. But you could. As soon as I saw the trailer, I predicted what would happen at the end, and I was correct. But I don't want to get too far ahead for you guys. But yes, I think there's definitely going to be a third film, and I just don't know how they're going to pull this off. Uh, so definitely go check out Smile 2. I give it 3 stars out of 4. Thanking you, it's your boy Carcino, saying don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for Screen Fee. Deuces.